happen things.
I'm going to say that into the microphone. We're not solving any murders here.
Even though I would love to.
Well, that's true.
I would love to. Can you imagine if we found a tape and it was just a recording of a murder?
But how would you know? I mean, does the guy on the tape have to go, I am now murdering someone?
Like, hi, my name is Jeffrey Dahmer, and this is the murder of...
Jeff, are you ready?
Oh, my gosh. Can you imagine?
No, I can't.
Like, my true crime brain would be like, this is so cool. But then my, like... civilized human brain would be like, oh my God.
Your lizard brain would be very happy.
Yeah. I have like a smoker's laugh. Like
you do, like you've been, because you said you had allergies because you were out in a cow patch.
I was at a cow patch?
Didn't you say cow patch?
Cow pasture. A cow patch.
Well, it's a cow patch where they grow cows. That's how they grow cows, Kate. They put them in a cow patch.
A patch of cows. Did you know a group of clowns is called a giggle?
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is.
That's somebody made that up.
No,
that's not a thing.
I was listening to a podcast today, and they were talking about clown funerals.
Clown funerals.
And they were talking about a giggle of clowns.
That would be a great tape if we found a clown funeral tape.
Did you know that they have a clown funeral in London once a year?
Bobo was a bastard.
Yeah,
that kind
seriously.
of thing.
It's like the first. It's like one of the first like famous clowns. On his like death day or something, they have like a funeral every year, and it's all these clowns that come, and they,
I feel like these are those serious clowns, though. You know what I mean? Like the French ones.
Yeah, and there's funeral clowns.
Funeral clowns.
Yeah.
Neat.
Just some stuff I learned this morning.
I don't know how to.
It is.
What? Wait a minute. I'm gonna tag these folks. So what podcast were you listening to?
Obituary.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
It's like
that makes sense.
It's my favorite.
Sure.
Right.
Right
now.
And, we used to do the Candy podcast.
Yeah.
And you used to talk about that, I think.
On the Candy podcast?
Well, I think you discovered it like while we were doing that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And it was just like, it was one of those ones that I listened to one and I was like, I could listen to a new episode every day. This is so funny. Because they talk about all kinds of really funny death things.
Yeah.
It makes it lighthearted. But it also can make it sad. But that's okay. Why do I have...
You just want all the emotions.
I don't need this one.
Okay. All right. What do we? She comes in and she's got again. Let me kind of recap this.
Yeah.
Welcome to Found Sound, by the way.
Hello.
I'm Mike. This is Kate.
Hello.
Kate owns a store that is full of vintage things.
Mm-hmm.
And
at Vintage Things, I love it.
Vintage Things store. Right on 123 Main Street.
Yes.
We had this idea a while back that we gather these audio cassettes, you're unheard, and we listen to them for the first time here.
Some have
That's
graphics.
the entire premise.
Yeah, I mean, and that's like the thing. It's like we come across so many things.
Yeah.
So some have, like a front with graphics and stuff. Like, isn't that a great sound?
That is a good sound. I like that. That is not Foley work, folks. That is a real
That
cassette.
is a real I have a stack. I came in with, I have this jacket that has very big pockets. I came in with bulging pockets full of cassette tapes this morning.
She comes in and goes, I come bearing gifts.
And I just slapped each side and it was just like jiggle, jiggle. Like it was just like. But so some, like the one I'm just shaking, is completely empty. So it's just one of those like homemade ones, but there's nothing on it.
Yeah.
So
you know what?
I don't know if these even were used.
Hold on, let me double check our sound levels here. You're gonna have to fill in some time.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna
describe the cassettes.
Okay. Yeah. Well, all these are okay. So these blank ones are like Sony blank whatevers cassettes that I'm not a connoisseur of how cassettes look if they have been used or recorded on.
I will tell you right now that I like that beige one. I don't know what it says on it exactly, but
can I read it to you?
Looks really cool.
This is one of my favorites.
Yes.
Okay, so there is this cassette that just says Revelation Crusade Sermons on it.
I feel like we're going to come across a lot of religion stuff here.
Oh, very much. I think there's another. Oh, yeah, there's another one.
There's one that said Jesus on it.
It says New Life Kids Church from Ukraine.
Oh.
Jesus loves me.
That's great.
Yeah. So
And it is black and white.
yes, but this one I'm holding, and then it says,
Look how fun it is with all the different fonts.
so many fonts. This one says side 1, Jim Gilly, and then in the little, there's like a sticker on the side and said 5th and 6th grade, Mr. Robinson.
Oh.
I know, and then on the front it's just handwritten. So this
gimme,
is,
gimme.
I know.
Okay. 5th and 6th grade, Mr. Robinson, Jim
Yes.
Gilly, Revelation Crusade sermons. Oh, and it's got the little cross on fire
Yes.
thing.
The fire on cross. The
On
fire on
cross.
cross. The cross on fire.
And then on the back, it's just black.
Oh,
There's just nothing.
oh that's like,
This-
that's ominous.
Yeah, it is kind of ominous.
Also,
Okay.
also, I just want to appreciate the graphic for Found Sound.
Oh, you like
It's
that?
so good.
Thank you.
It is so cute.
Yeah, I have no idea who the artist is.
But it's great.
Found artist, I guess.
Yes. Yes. Found artist for Found Sound.
I will try to dig that up and give them some credit.
Yes.
Okay, so let's hit play here. See what happens. Revelation Crusade Sermons, Jim Gilly, 5th and 6th grade, Mr. Robinson. I got no sound.
Oh no.
What's happening?
Did we figure out if it goes, if the top is the side that plays? We kind of
I don't
never.
know. It may be the back. Hang on. Hold up, folks.
I don't hear even
I
running.
didn't hear anything either. Yeah, that was weird. I wonder if I have to have the top closed.
Maybe.
It's gonna
What, just like our cassette player just doesn't work. We're like, all right, that's it. Thanks, guys.
See you guys. Aw, sad. Hang on. All right, let me go.
Wait, I heard something. I heard the little click. I heard a little. It's moving.
It is moving.
Okay,
yeah.
does it have to be with how it's
I don't know.
in here?
Well,
I don't know
that's
how
what
the
I'm saying. I
soundboard
don't
works.
know. Yeah. Apparently, neither do I. Okay, that's really one way. That's all the way another way. All right, hold up, folks. This is part of the,
This is part of the madness.
this is part of the
I think every episode is going to have to be heavily edited because there's going to be a lot of us going, let's go troubleshoot this. Oh wait.
Are you hearing something now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait. This is creepy. It's really low.
Yeah.
And it's just ominous kids going, ah.
Oh, okay. Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. Okay. All right.
It's like
all
a
right.
surprise.
Let's see. What do we got here? Yeah.
Oh.
I love how so many of these songs are about dying.
Yeah. I'm the kid in the back going, lead me,
Lead
lead
me."
me. I would never be a soloist.
You know, the creepiest part is that pause.
Yeah.
Like just a pause. Gunshot.
Oh my God.
Okay.
Okay.
Let's go a little further into this and see if we can't get to the 6th grade.
Because that was only fifth.
That was only 5th. Yeah.
Let's see if their voices drop a little.
You could,
Between fifth and
you could
sixth.
tell by the simplistic lyrics that was only.
That reminds me of was it Ryan Gosling's band, like Dead Man's Bones or whatever?
Oh, I've never listened.
And he
to
has
Ryan
like the
Gosling
children's, the Silver Lake like children's choir. that
Really?
sings. Yeah, it's actually
wow.
really good.
I'll look that up.
Yeah.
All right, here we go.
Someone's a little flat.
Yeah, well. This is. I want you to understand something. This is exactly what I pictured when
I know.
when I came up with this concept. Yeah, I laid the trophies down. You know, this is
It was like quick stop.
well. I mean, it's every bit. This is my childhood, basically, right? I mean, I had to sing in the choir. I had to go to the church services all the time, all that stuff.
Did you do Vacation Bible School?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
That was like some of my favorite.
Was it?
Like childhood memories. Looking back, I'm like, I spent so much time during the summer.
So
Like,
there's a lot of time at church. Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you go to any of the camps?
oh yeah,
Yeah, like church camp.
yeah. I remember. I went to church camp and like all my friends got baptized, and my mom wouldn't answer her phone for us to give me permission to get baptized with my friends, and I was so mad.
You were the one sinner left.
Yeah, I was like, I'm the one. And they were all like,
Oh no.
and it was just at the lake.
Your
at
mom
camp.
didn't answer the phone, so if the great culling comes, you're gonna be stuck. Ha.
Oh, but when we got back to church, everyone had to get rebaptized because
What?
for proof. So I got to do the baptism in front of everybody.
Oh, well, good.
And I remember one of my friends.
It's the most archaic, weird thing where they hold your nose and dunk you underwater and stuff. It's just
That's
the
the
weirdest thing.
But we were like standing there, and like they have like the thing at the top of the. I remember ours was like upstairs, and it like
Yeah.
the curtains open.
Yeah.
Such
It's like right behind the podium.
yeah.
Yeah.
And like it was like second story. And
Mm-hmm.
it was just like this curtain open. It was just like this clear tank thing. It was so strange. Like
It's like
looking back on it, we had to wear white robes,
Yeah.
all this stuff. And I remember like they were like, yeah, when you dunk, just blow air out of your nose. And then so like they didn't want us to hold our nose, but one of my friends, he was like, oh no, I'm holding my nose. I'm not doing that. And he just like stuck by it. And to this day, I'd like remember the visual of him being like. And then just like holding his nose. It was so
And
funny.
that was the youngest Trump brother. All right, here we go. Just that ambient sound.
It's ominous. Ooh, Amazing Grace.
I know this one. Yeah. How do you? Here's the thing I don't understand about this kind of stuff. Like you take a song that lasts this long and you pull it out to like 3 times as long because everybody's got to sing real slow.
Really slow.
Yeah.
But also Amazing Grace has so many versions and like
Yeah.
stuff
well,
cut
that's
out
true,
of
I
it.
guess. Yeah, I guess you're right.
So it just depends on
yeah,
you
we're
know.
not singing the part about lamb's blood, kids.
Yeah.
We're doing the abridged version.
Yeah, it's like if you're listening to this. Oh, oh.
Well, there you go. I was kind of hoping that we would get to a part where,
A teacher talks.
yeah, I want to hear Mr. Robinson.
Yeah.
Right?
Where he's like, and this is the 5th and 6th grade.
Thanks to Ginny and Bobby and Jimmy and Bobby.
And thanks for all the PTA parents who provide our lunch.
I think we reached the end of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
that one.
Let's go back just a little bit.
Those-
Seriously, I'm chasing this guy's voice.
Yeah.
this point.
Maybe it's the beginning, like he introduces.
Yeah.
I'm curious why it says Jim whatever on it.
Yeah, there's 2 names.
Mr. Robbins.
Mr.
Robinson.
Robinson and whatever the other guy.
Jim
Kramer, the guy who gives you the stock tips.
Jim from The Office.
Jim Mad Money Kramer.
Oh my gosh, my dad used to watch him all the time.
Really?
Yeah, and I would just listen like
Is your dad rich now?
No, but he does. He has taught me all about stocks.
Really?
And I invest now.
You do?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
I mean, you enjoy it?
Yeah. I mean, my dad's like, hey, you know, this
So-
stock or this stock's like, what did he say? I'm 4 days sober? Is that what he said?
this child is 4 days sober.
I thought he was like, I'm 4 days sober. Oh my God.
I think that's it. That is the end. That was inspiring.
Can you imagine if a parent was like, all right, when y'all end, just be like, I'm 4 days sober, and hopefully they pick it up on the mic. Like that is every dad, like,
Yeah.
it's like pranking their kid.
I couldn't make it to the meeting last night, kids. So if you can say that for me and flip them this coin, that'd be great.
Oh my! I'm writing on the I'm 4 days sober. That's how that tape ended. And I want to make a sticker for that one and just I'm 4 days sober. It's just that's how we remember.
4 days.
4 days.
I'm thinking you still got the shakes at 4 days. You know?
Yeah. Like when I like detox from like sugar, I'm like
Really?
yeah.
How often does that happen? Like, how often do you detox from sugar?
Well, I did it for
Because your mom owns a candy store.
right.
You owned a candy store.
Yes. And then I'm not a candy eater though. Really?
Yeah.
Like
yeah.
Like truly when we were doing the podcast, like the candy podcast, I ate more candy than I had in like 10 years.
Yeah, same here. Yeah.
But like I was kind of like, oh, this is fine. But there's sugar in like everything.
Sure.
So I'm like, it takes me like 2 weeks to completely,
Really?
but I don't know.
You get headaches?
Oh, I'm migraine prone, so it's
yeah.
it's not great.
It makes them worse?
Yeah. And I'm just like grumpy.
Brought to you by Domino Sugar.
There you go.
All right, what else we got? Let's do another one. Let's do one of these blank ones.
This one's just
Yeah. Oh, see, that one wants to be heard so badly it jumped
out of the case.
All right, this is just a clear case with a Type 1 normal bias HF Sony 60-minute tape. It's one of those that, if you can picture this, it's kind of a smoky, clear case. This is a Sony, so it's high quality.
Mm-hmm.
All right, here we go.
Is that the end?
There might be a lot of this, guys. Let's see. That's the problem. I can't. Oh, yep, that was the end. Okay, so let's.
We're gonna throw it in reverse, Terry.
Yeah. Oh, you know what?
Have you seen that video?
Turn it over. No.
Oh.
Throw it in reverse, Terry.
Yeah. So there's a couple people doing fireworks in their street.
Oh.
And there's a guy.
I love those, by the way.
There's a guy in his motorized wheelchair.
No, I have seen that.
And he's throw it in reverse, Terry.
Yeah. Poor Terry. He's right there in the fireworks.
It's like, pop, 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 pop. And he's like, you can't throw it in
I like
reverse.
the guys who point a Roman candle at their face.
Oh, yeah.
Or the guys.
Or they just do it at each other. Yeah.
Or the guys who put it in their butt crack.
Yeah.
That's
the
always fun, too.
firecrackers, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Did you see the video where a guy melted his wife's candles to put a firecracker in as the wick?
Oh, yes,
and he melted
did
it
see
back.
that because then she
like lit it and it popped, and then she took off her sandal and threw it at him.
I had a friend. We used to go out to Lake Whitney, which is here in Texas, and we would get drunk on really cheap wine. And
boxed?
No, it was doorstop bottle. You know, the big.
Oh yeah.
And he would stand out in the water about waist deep and allow me to just shoot a Roman candle at his chest.
Jesus.
Yeah, that was fun.
My grandpa lost his eye from a firecracker.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
They put it in like a glass Coke bottle when they were little.
Oh yeah, no.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So he had a fake eye his whole life.
Wow.
I know. And
you ever take it out and like shake it at you?
No, but I never knew until he was gone.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah, and they were like, "Oh yeah." And I was like, "Hey, what if I would have known? I would have asked to have his eye."
Yeah, no kidding, right?
Like,
Yeah.
I'm
keychain.
Yeah, I just put it in a little jar on my shelf.
You could probably buy one and just tell people it's
in. Yeah. I don't know.
Here we go. This is that murder tape.
This is.
Oh my goodness.
What is this?
I think somebody's watching TV.
But why are they recording it?
I don't know. Oh, so they're listening or watching a meditation tape or a yoga tape or whatever.
Yeah.
And recording it so that they can do it later. Take your lips and twist them around.
Your wrists.
Oh.
What is happening?
No, but it's fantastic.
I want some like, Bobby, you want a sandwich? Like, I want some like, Mom,
I said
I need
almond
some
milk.
toilet paper.
Yeah. All right, let's get a little further.
Oh my gosh.
See what happens.
Like, the milkman's here. Like, that sounded very 80s.
Yeah, it did.
Like,
It
maybe
very much
early
did.
90s.
Yeah, maybe early 90s. All right, let's go here.
You're melting into the floor.
That's how I felt last night. Absolutely no forces whatsoever.
Forcing. Like,
Forcing.
I guess like forcing your body to do something.
Welcome to Old Man Listens to Sloth Sounds.
Your head between your left arm and left leg?
Sure.
What is that?
Welcome to Visual Twister.
Oh my god.
Okay.
This is wild. Is there another side?
There is another side. Let me go a little deeper into this thing and let's see. I don't know how you listen back to this and go, "Oh yeah, I did it. I ripped them off. I didn't have to buy the $20 tape. Now I can really relax."
How did they watch it then?
Well, I don't know. Maybe it's another audio tape.
Huh. This is wild.
So let me ask you this. This is the same for like books or whatever, right? How do you picture the scene here? Like in your mind,
Yeah.
whose house? What's the person look like? What's going on?
You walk in the front door. There's a staircase going straight up. You turn to the left, big living room.
Yep.
Recliner in the corner, couch against the big bay window, like that brown and cream
Yep.
70s, 80s shag carpet that's about that. The big box.
Right.
TV.
Big box TV, like console. Yeah.
Like-
Walnut.
Yes, with built-ins, but it's in front of the built-ins. And there's just the coffee table is moved to the side for
Sure.
this person to do it.
Do you think maybe like they don't have a yoga mat?
Oh, absolutely
It's
not.
it's a quilt they put down.
Maybe,
like a
or just on
quilt.
the carpet.
Could be on the carpet, or
Yeah.
maybe a quilt with a hole in it.
Yeah, yes,
I think the dog is just bugging them the whole time.
potentially, or laying on the couch. If it's probably a poodle,
Oh, you think it's a poodle?
probably
With like
because
those tear stains
yeah,
on its face?
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, because they're fed really poorly.
Is this a man,
It's
woman, other?
in my head, it's a man.
Okay. Me too.
Yeah,
A little on the skinny side.
yeah, but like white shirt, just the under.
Wife beater kind of thing?
I'm thinking short sleeve, plain,
Short
fruit of
sleeve,
the
like,
loom.
like it's shrunk up a little bit, and the arms are like the short sleeves are a little too short.
Yeah, but it's like an older guy, and so he has like a little bit of like his skin is wrinkly, and then he
Yeah,
has like
yeah.
one military tattoo.
Okay. He does have some liver spots.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then he's just trying to
Balding.
like woo-saw his
Yeah.
way into a better
Saw
lifestyle.
his way.
Yeah.
So I think that maybe he's had a little health scare, right? Because he
Yeah.
doesn't eat the best.
No.
He's been retired for some time now, not by choice.
Yeah.
Very baggy pants. Doesn't have any
The
shoes on.
swishies?
Huh?
Swishy pants or
No,
sweats?
I don't think they're sweats. I think they're like khakis. I think they're like,
Like
a
chinos?
little stained khakis, but they're a little too big for him.
Yeah.
Yeah. A lady friend of his tipped him off to this tape.
Or his adult daughter
His
was like,
adult daughter,
it
that's
was like,
true.
Dad,
Yeah.
you need to do this
Dad.
while I get in my 86 Firebird and drive away.
After the Motley Crue concert, I'll come back and check on you.
She's outside on the hood of
Let's
the
go,
Firebird.
Chet.
Oh my god. I just can't believe there's no, like, you can't even hear this person,
Yeah, there seems like there ought
Unless-
to be other sounds.
like, being like,
Yeah. Or ouch.
or like, oh god.
Arm between my legs.
Yeah.
I don't, what?
Like, I can't do that. Should we try the other side?
Yeah, hang on.
Now let your body relax even more.
great if it was just like a small fart.
It's like,
That's too much.
the TV responds. That's too much.
That's too much relaxation, Chet. It's weird.
Oh my God.
His daughter's boyfriend's named Chet, and so is his.
Yeah.
All right, we're like right in the middle of the other side.
Oh man.
That's all this is. Wilt into the floor.
This has like a metronome. Is there a metronome?
It does.
No, it stopped. It was just the recording device, I guess.
Or maybe they were tapping a pencil or something. Maybe they're taking notes.
They're taking notes and they're like, crap, hold on, where's my eraser?
You know, the other thing that we missed here is over in the corner, hanging from the ceiling, is one of those naked lady oil lamps that's going, "Pew," just kind of raining. Yeah.
I have one of those.
My grandmother had one of those.
They're the coolest thing.
You hear a click. Welcome to Monday Night Football.
Hi, I'm your host, Pat Sajak, and this is Wheel of Fortune.
Wheel of Fortune. Okay. Well,
And then, dun-dun-dun-dun-dun, and Vanna comes out.
you know, speaking of Wheel of Fortune, have you seen the stuff about Pat Sajak lately?
No.
Like, he's getting to be the very old, like, get off my lawn guy.
No way.
He gets very angry at both dumb contestants and things that Vanna says now.
What?
Yeah.
Vanna is his, like, cohort.
Right. But Vanna, I feel Vanna is a little vapid.
Mm-hmm.
You know, nothing against Vanna. I think she's a very nice person, although she did do a spread in Playboy that time.
She's getting that money, okay?
Sure. They'd probably pay her more to do it now.
Oh.
You know what I mean?
Oh, they would pay
Yeah.
her so
Yeah.
much money.
But yeah, she said something. What was that thing I read? She said something like, "Oh yeah, well I sometimes take some tofu and do this and this." And Pat goes, "I can't do this," and he just walked off. Just walked off the set.
Did you? There was one recently, and it was like there was something, and it was like something like branches or something, and someone was like, "My crazy like bitches."
Yeah. Oh, I'm sure.
And he was like, "This is a family show," and everyone was dying laughing, and he was like, "Who do you think we are? This is a family show."
Well, you know, if you give, there is a little history there. You know, Pat Sajak was the original. Well,
No,
yeah,
he was.
He was the original host, and then he left because he went to do his talk show, and that failed spectacularly.
The greatest flop.
And then Chuck Woolery was the host for a while, and then Pat came back, and so you know,
Was Vanna always Vanna?
yeah, I believe so, yeah. But you know that there's just that unrequited, you know, I wasn't able to fulfill my purpose and things, and I'm stuck on this stupid show for the rest of my life until I die.
He makes. I looked up their net worth one time.
Oh,
So much money.
but at a certain point, does it matter? You
Yeah.
know? I mean,
Yeah.
you've bought 4 houses.
Yeah.
You got 6 cocaine boats, you know, or whatever.
But if I don't know, if I was like, unless you like absolutely despised it with
Yeah.
every ounce of your being,
Yeah.
you're bringing so much joy to people.
But isn't it kind of like a musician who doesn't want to play their greatest hits?
John Mayer,
Yeah.
Body is a Wonderland.
Yeah.
He won't play it.
Really?
He'll like play it like maybe like twice on tour, on a whole tour of like 40 dates.
There is nothing worse than going to a concert and the artist that you love comes out and they go, "This show's going to be all off our new album," and you don't know any of the songs.
I've been to many of those.
Yeah, me too.
And I'm like, I could have been at home watching a true crime documentary.
I could have been at home listening to your album, getting to know these songs
Yeah.
before I came. Yeah.
Yeah, like when we went and
Just
saw
give me a heads up.
when we went and saw
Rush.
Oh my god. Oh my gosh. That's that's my husband's uncle's favorite band.
Is it?
Rush. And so
Yeah.
that's the joke. We're always like, whenever we see
Really?
Rush, we're like, Uncle Todd.
Uncle Todd and
Yeah.
Rush.
Like, oh my
So,
gosh.
does Uncle Todd have like a mullet and all that
No,
stuff?
he's like I think
Uncle
he's
Todd.
yeah. He's like a
Investment banker.
No, he's like a NASA. Well, not NASA.
NASA?
No, he's like a space engineer or something. He's
Really?
incredibly smart. I have not met him, but I want to. His wife is wonderful.
Make no exception.
And now, a word from our sponsors.
Just in time.
Hi, I'm Hank. You might remember me from a show called King of the Hill. Check out a King of the Hill rewatch podcast. These boys ain't rap, but they are funny. Find the podcast anywhere you get your podcasts or at roguemedianetwork.com. I tell you what.
God knows. Just in time.
So there's not, you've got a Grateful Dead shirt on.
Oh,
you're
yeah, I do.
You're a big
I just
Grateful.
realized I did.
Yeah, you're a big Grateful Dead fan.
Yeah.
Well, I'm a fan of your shirts because you always have like cool, like either retro or bands that you like shirts
Yeah.
or whatever. But what is the difference? And you're probably going to get angry at me here.
No.
What is the difference between Rush and Grateful Dead? Because they both see your eyes got all wide, and you had a little bit of fire in your belly there.
Yeah.
They both play these long songs.
Mm-hmm.
Rush to me, and I like Rush. Don't get me wrong, but it always sounded kind of to me like they're playing two different songs at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
Grateful Dead to me kind of sounds like that.
Jam
bandy, that kind of stuff.
I mean, Grateful Dead is like the whole basis of them is kind of jam bandy,
Mhm.
right?
I mean, they started that
Yeah.
basically. Yeah.
But they like fulfill the lifestyle they like portray.
Yeah.
Like they like live that. Like when you, I mean, if you even just putting like the fan base, like the Grateful Dead
Yeah.
fan base,
Yeah.
like when at their like highest, like at their most popular time, they had people following them around the entire country.
I know.
And, like,
if
you
not
know,
the globe. I
Yeah,
mean,
and like it was like a thing. Like Rush, I think sounds more just like a bunch of other bands that were around at the time.
okay.
And there were bands that sounded like Grateful Dead, but they just like we're just kind of like, yeah, we're just gonna be like high and we're gonna do this thing, and if you like it, cool. And it wasn't this like we're gonna be a rock band or we're gonna be a jam band. Like it wasn't.
So-
They're just kind of.
So, as a big Grateful Dead fan, what do you think of Fish?
Oh my God, that's a joke. That's just, and they have the stupidest.
We've had a nerve, folks.
I know I've hated Fish since I knew what the
Really?
band Fish was, and
But they are just kind of a poser version of Grateful Dead,
but
right? I
it's-
mean,
but PHISH, get out of here. I would respect you more if
Pish.
it literally Pish.
I love me some Fish.
Yeah, just spell it FISH
Yeah. What's stopping you? Yeah.
because you're
There's not
stupid.
a copyright on the word fish.
Right, I just want to be like, you're stupid. I don't know.
So you wouldn't follow them.
Never.
Yeah. Okay.
Give me Grateful Dead, Fleetwood Mac, John Mayer.
I feel like there's Grateful Dead, right? And whether I like them or not is irrelevant, right? I mean, it's just not my kind of music. But
There's so many Dead songs. I'm like, ugh.
I get it. Yeah. But I feel like Grateful Dead is like top of the mountain. They're the one that everybody wants to be. Fish is the one that plays all the Six Flags shows.
They're a county fair band.
Right.
And like Rush, in about 4 more years, will be that way.
Did you ever go to a concert at a Six Flags or any place like a Six Flags?
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Oh, yes. I mean,
Moody Blues or somebody like that playing? Yeah.
at the State Fair of Texas,
Oh, yeah.
like they brought huge bands there and stuff, but it's still you're kind of going, this is a state
But they were
fair.
also like big bands maybe a few years past their prime,
Yeah,
right?
like Smash Mouth.
Smash Mouth. You weren't Walking on the Sun?
Uncle Cracker.
Uncle Cracker.
Oh my gosh. Or like,
That's how I feel about a certain venue here in Waco now. They bring in bands that are far past their prime. This Saturday, Power Man 5000.
Oh my God. Can you? Oh my gosh. Yeah, I saw something and it was like, it was something along the vein of like Uncle Cracker, Smash Mouth, and Bowling for Soup.
Yeah.
Or something. And
Yeah.
you're like, wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, I love those tours. Like we went to see, my wife and I went to see Chris Stapleton.
I love him.
Yeah, he's great. We've seen him twice. We saw him once at the San Antonio State Fair.
But again.
Excuse me, Livestock and Rodeo.
Oh, those, they make so much money.
Sure.
And if
sure.
you play the Houston Rodeo,
Yeah.
game over.
Well, this
Like-
was kind of cool because it was in the middle of the rodeo floor, which is all just dirt.
Yeah.
But the whole it was like in the round, so the stage spun and
Spun.
everything. Yeah, it was kind of cool.
Yeah.
And
that's
then
George Strait when he does Houston Rodeo.
Really?
Or when he did Houston Rodeo, he had a massive stage that spun.
Yeah, and then we saw him at whatever the new Texas Rangers Stadium is.
I know they're-
Globe Life Field or
yeah,
something like that.
whatever.
Right? But it was him and Willie Nelson at the same
Nice.
time, which was kind of cool, you know. But there are a lot of ads for Joan Jett, Motley Crue, Def Leppard, and Poison all together at one time, you know, that kind of thing. But tickets are like $100.
Yeah.
Because if anybody's going to see this, they're just cashing in on those,
And they're reliving
days
their
of-
prime time,
Yeah.
like prime life,
Yeah.
like being like a teenager, a
Yeah.
young adult, and being like, I remember when I first saw Joan Jett. And
Oh,
I was,
sure.
you know, whatever.
Yeah,
Have you seen the Joan Jett documentary?
I have not.
It's incredible.
I've seen the Runaways. And
Yeah.
I've seen that kind of stuff, but I've not seen Joan Jett documentary. Where is that?
It's on I don't know
One of the
what
streaming
platform. Yeah,
things. Okay.
but we watched it, and I have a complete different respect for her.
Really?
Yeah, like I always liked her.
She's
Like,
a hard worker.
oh, yeah,
Like super hard worker.
and like
yeah.
and she's just like seems like a super cool.
She was in the Runaways with who? Lita Ford? Isn't that right?
I don't remember all their
I don't know.
names.
I think it's Lita Ford. Lita Ford had like 15 minutes of fame where she sang with Ozzy one time.
There was I don't remember what it was, but I think Obituary talked about it. I
Yeah.
keep talking about them,
That's
but
all right.
they were like, yeah, this other podcast, blah blah. They referred to Rob Zombie as a desert rocker.
That's about right, though. I mean, because you think, you know,
A desert rocker.
what's the
I had to pull over. I was crying, laughing the first time.
what's the big thing in the desert? What's the big?
Coachella.
Yeah, Coachella. Yeah.
Ugh.
Have you been?
No, I never wanted to
Okay.
go.
All right.
But like,
He just seems stinky.
so many of my friends have gone.
Yeah.
I think probably 5 of my like really really close friends have gone. They're like, you want to go? When I lived in California,
Yeah.
and I was like, absolutely not.
Really?
Yeah, I was like, no, just like dust, like sand,
Yeah.
and like and you're outside for days, and
Yeah.
you're like, oh, is that Kanye? And
Yeah.
you're like 4 miles back.
Yeah.
You're like, no, but like,
Oh well, let me take this brown acid. Yeah.
there you go.
That kind of
But
thing. Yeah.
like Zach went and he said that Bjork played that year,
Mm-hmm.
and he just laid on the ground, and the bass, it just like vibrated. He
Really?
was just like, I didn't like really watch it. I like
Yeah.
laid on the ground and just like it was really crazy.
He just like let the Bjork overtake him.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. We went to Iceland, and I was just like, what if we just like ran into her? This would be cool.
Well, yeah, she owns a cheese stop there, I think.
Yeah,
right?
she's like, and everybody, she's like always around. People
Yeah.
are just like, yeah, I was at like the local pub, and she just walked in. You're like, oh my god, hi.
I was at the local Icelandic frozen pub.
Yeah, we ate Cheerios and bananas the whole time we were there.
Really?
Yeah. 'cause
Why?
We drove around the whole country,
Yeah.
so we were in the car all the time, and everything closes at like 4 p.m. So we went to the
Why is it closed so early?
because it gets
Oh, 'cause it gets
yeah, like the
dark.
light and stuff is like
Is that the place where the sun's up for 3 months?
it was
And
2
then it gets
a.m.
dark
It
forever?
was 2 a.m. and it was like noon.
Mm.
And we were like, we had rented a car. We just got there. We parked at a golf course and took a nap.
Yeah. Can you imagine like how much worse your stress is in that sort of environment?
Yeah. But people are like teeing off
It's got to drive you nuts.
at like 1 a.m.
Yeah, no.
Like, but then it's like dark for a long time. So, yeah, it's great to go, but I couldn't do it.
By the way, this podcast is about cassette tapes.
Do you want to do
All right,
another one? Or
let's do one last one.
do you want to do the other blank, or you want to try this Ukrainian kids
Yeah, let's
church.
do the Ukraine. I think that's important now.
Yes, it is.
New Life Kids Church, Lviv, Ukraine. Jesus Loves Me. There are 6 tracks on here. The first one is.
Sorry, I
Well,
don't read the
I'm
last.
sorry, but read those.
Oh.
Yeah, see, it's all in Ukrainian.
It's all in Ukrainian.
Yeah.
Wow, I wish that I could. Well, I have a translator app. I could type it in and
No.
have it
No.
say it.
It's not that kind of show. Okay, so Jesus Loves Me, and it's on with what looks to be packing tape. It's been sealed onto here. There's a side A and a side B. I'm going
Okay.
to put it in. Now that I know everything is upside down, I'm going to put it in side A. Now, this does have an insert.
Yeah.
And
Microsoft Word.
there were many of them made because there's a dotted line here as to where it was cut out, right?
Oh, it's so sweet.
Oh, my, look at this. Look how big it is.
That is bigger than like the
Wow.
what was it? The lady Sandra or
Yeah.
Or what
yeah.
was her name? I don't remember.
The crazy cowgirl or whatever.
oh yeah.
The Bible says, from the lips of children and infants you have ordained praise. That's weird.
I don't think the translation is there.
And it really is so. There are children who sing better than us, which we are glad for. But we sing because we love God and know that He loves us very much. We often go to orphanages, boarding schools, and hospitals. I don't know who these people are.
Yeah, I don't know.
And hospitals where we sing and tell children about God's love and the salvation that Jesus has given us. We really want to help these children spiritually and physically as well. Physically probably ought to be first.
Yeah.
Therefore, if you are able and would like to give more for this tape, it would be very much appreciated. Okay. And you know what? I have no problem with this sort of evangelism, just simply because they are, I think, deep down trying to help people.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Now, maybe shoving the Bible down somebody's throat is not the way to get there,
No.
but they're there for the right reason, I think.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
I just don't like when they use like kids like as a device sometimes.
No,
you know,
that's
like it's
true.
like divisive reasons. But if you're trying to do it like to help these kids instead of using kids to further your motive.
Right.
You know. I
Well,
don't
we'll
know.
see.
Yeah. These kids are one in the background's going, help me.
Help me. Okay, I am rewinding it. We want to start from the beginning.
Yeah, I wish I need to buy I need to buy a cassette thing so I can rewind everything. So
Oh, no. I think part of the fun here is listening to us rewind.
it's such a good sound.
People love that sound. All right, here we go. This is New Life Kids Church, Lviv, Ukraine. Jesus Love Me.
Maybe. I love that sound.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god, an organ.
This is recording in a shopping mall.
There's a shopping mall documentary. It's really good.
Ісус мене любить, знаю я, бо це Біблія каже мені, кожен із нас належить йому, ми слабі та сильні він. На-на-на-на-на-на-на-на.
These pieces of wood.
Better believe it. More cowbell, baby. This is great.
It is pretty good.
Так Ісус мене любить,
Okay, I get the idea.
так Ісус мене любить.
As we say, it's great. I get the idea.
We're like, cool. Okay, so on the sheet, it has not only the Ukrainian lyrics, but right underneath each line is the English translation, which is awesome. Did you learn Jesus Loves Me?
Oh, sure.
Like growing
Yeah,
up?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Well, not you, but I learned Jesus Loves Me.
Yeah. Yeah.
Stupid. Sorry.
Ooh. Ooh. Yeah.
This sounds like a kid's cop drama.
This
Тільки ти, Господь, є надія моя,
is Kids
сила
Bop.
моя і щит. На тебе
This is
надія
a
в
hit.
серце моє, і ти мені допоміг.
This is
Тільки ти, Господь, є надія
incredible.
моя, сила моя
Ooh,
і
that was a little
щит.
improvisational.
Yeah.
На тебе надіяло серце моє, і ти ти мені допоміг.
Here it comes.
Ла-ла-ла-ла-ла-ла-ла-ла.
Yeah.
Ла-ла-ла-ла-ла-ла-ла. Ла-ла-ла-ла-ла-ла-ла-ла. Ла-ла-ла-ла-ла-ла-ла.
That's not. That is not just your regular bossa nova, you know, on your keyboard kind of thing.
No.
Yeah, the lady that's playing that, she has very thick glasses,
Yeah, that is true church lady.
mm-hmm.
Like the bouffant,
thick
like
glasses, bouffant,
with the with the bib sewn onto the dress with the lace.
frills, kind of thing. Yeah,
Oh, and she's like
yeah, yeah. This
doing
is,
like a little, and then like the church like choir director's like,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
wow.
All right, kids, let's go eat some Ukrainian food. After
Yeah.
this. We'll buy you a cheeseburger.
Did you see that? There's like a video of a Ukrainian dog getting reunited with its owner.
Oh, that's cool.
I love it. This sounds a little like it's Spanish,
It does kind of sound
you know,
Spanish, yeah.
but it sounds French sometimes, like Ukrainian.
Yeah. You from Pixar.
Have you ever
Okay,
wondered if
getting the
Pixar
idea
would
here.
do like a movie about like unrest and like how kids, you know what I mean, like with like what goes on in the world with like war? They've never really
Oh, yeah.
done a
Like
movie
a
where
serious thing.
no, but like never done anything where like a parent or anything goes off to war. Like they'd
Oh, that's
that's
true.
never ever
Yeah.
or like a parent was lost in a, like there's nothing really.
I think you need to say a couple words after you give that idea.
That's my idea.
TM,
Pixar.
TM, TM. Yeah. Now you have to
TM TM TM.
now you have to mail it to yourself.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Я вчинець, початок і кінець, і я тобі спів.
Okay, I get
Yeah.
the idea. I am
They
going to flip this over real quick. Let's just double check and make sure that there's not anybody.
Yeah. I want to look this up and see
Preaching
if
on
it's
the
still a
other side.
thing. Because if it is, they're active. I want to like donate or something. 'Cause- Oh. Sounds like an Owl City song.
В твоєму серці є смуток та біль. Коли у твоєму серці тривога.
We have a soloist in the house.
Ballad.
І все, що бачиш навколо.
Speaking of Rush, I heard this kid open for him one time.
Турботи, 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 і ще раз турботи. І
The rhinestone cowboy.
You could make that fit. That's really good, Kate. Good job. Yeah, I love that. That's great. Well, you know, God bless them with the Ukrainian kids.
Yeah.
You got to wonder where those kids are now. What does it have a year on it anywhere?
No,
Nothing like
that's
that?
what I was looking like. There's nothing in like no website, no nothing.
It's got to be 80s though.
Yeah.
That just screams 80s to me.
Yeah, but it New Life Kids Church, like, yeah, just like their little mission statement and the
Yeah.
lyrics.
Yeah. You know, the thing is, on stuff like that, these kids probably were so friggin' psyched.
Oh, I know.
You know, like
they're like,
you're.
I'm gonna be on a cassette, like,
Yep.
you know.
They probably all got a copy of it.
Oh,
They
yeah.
took it home, didn't have anything to play it
I
on.
know.
You know, the whole thing.
And like,
At least put the kids' names on the thing.
I,
That's all
you
I'm
know,
saying.
but then also that's new. You know, they're like, they don't want to put these children's. Oh, there's some talking.
Ісус мене любить, знаю я, бо це
There
Біблія
she is.
каже мені. Кожен
This is
із
Jesus
нас
Loves Me.
належить йому.
Again?
Yeah.
Ми слабі та сильні.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, that's wonderful.
Yeah.
That was fun, though.
Yeah.
I mean, that was really kind of cool. I would like to also introduce a new segment here on this. Well, never mind. I can't.
Why?
Because my stupid phone. I keep forgetting that I have to plug in a thing to plug in the thing. Like these.
Hold it up to the mic.
Yeah, I guess I could do that. Okay.
Yeah, and then we'll figure it out for next episode.
These dumb phones. Now you have to have a dongle to plug your thing
A
in.
what?
A dongle.
What? I'm sorry, that's not a real word.
It is a real word. You plug in the dongle in your charge port, and then it hangs out, and then you have to plug
It's
your
the adapter.
headphones. Yeah, it's
Just
a
use
dongle.
the word adapter.
It's a dongle.
No, I hate that.
You don't like the word dongle?
No.
Hey, everybody. Got a new dongle.
So what's our new segment?
All right. This is a sound that I found online.
Mm-hmm.
It is called number 52, Hertz Whale.
Oh. Great sound.
It's the sound of a cassette. Like the weird thing is, you can see the sound bars.
Mm-hmm. It's just clips, just little stills of his cassette player.
Uh-huh.
This is so funny.
This is a new segment
The
called Nothing Happens.
The anticipation is killing me.
Dude, come on.
Oh my gosh. What is it?
I thought it would... That's just the sound of a cassette. Okay.
What is
well,
it? What?
I don't know.
There's a
That
lot
was
of
just
text around that. So what is it saying?
It says Hertz whale, this animal also known as the loneliest whale in the world, calls it an highly unusual 52 hertz, well above the normal frequency. Scientists have been listening to 52 hertz for decades, and recently filmmakers raised $400,000 on Kickstarter to seek the mammal out. That video where the guy's just poking at his cassette player cost $400,000. It should be noted that the fundraiser reached its goal through the help of Leonardo DiCaprio, another mysterious beast.
God, I love him. He could have survived Titanic.
Yeah.
Jack.
yeah.
Wait, so
That's it. That's the new segment called What the hell was that?
So
I
are we
guess.
gonna just find?
Yeah,
Okay.
I think also I think eventually,
Mm-hmm.
you know, where our cassettes are gonna kind of, you know, peter out maybe.
Yeah, I mean, I can find them and just they.
Yeah,
a lot of
yeah.
them will be Jesus related.
And that's fine. That's fine.
I have, I'm going to my parents
Uh-huh.
in a couple days.
Yeah.
I'm gonna look through ours.
Please do.
And ask my
Yeah.
mom because
Yeah.
I think there's some. It's just like birthdays and like all of us
I
talking.
would love to get that. I would love to get any sort of motivational tapes. I think that would be
think
great.
I have a motivational tape at home.
I think you just grab them by the handful. And
I
whatever
do.
you get is fine.
I
It doesn't
grab
matter.
so many.
Yeah.
And like I'll just show up at work and there's a stack of them for me and I'm like, yes.
This one I kind of felt was really uplifting, this episode.
Yeah.
I mean, because we got the Ukrainian kids, we got the guy obviously trying to better himself, and then
Self-help.
What was the other one?
The first one
Oh, it was
was
the kid, the
kids
kids singing about
There was lots
Jesus,
of
too.
children singing.
Mm-hmm. A lot of kids singing. So let's go out this way, Kate. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Mr. Brown, I hope that, well, number one, I hope your daughter Betsy comes back in one piece.
Bye, Stretch.
'Cause I don't.
Oh my god. Wait,
Wait,
you have to
was
rewind. That was like a live human.
That was a real person?
That was a real person. Oh my gosh, we found gold. We dug and we found it.
Front thigh stretch.
Front thigh stretch.
Front thigh stretch. There's no better way to go out than front thigh stretch.
Or 4 days sober.
4 days sober. Same family.
It's just the grandchildren.
Well, Kate, this was fun.
Yeah, this was really fun.
I really enjoyed it.
I'm gonna
Join us again the next time we do this, whenever that is.
Whatever.
Or you can check us out at roguemedia.com. roguemedianetwork.com.
It's like google.com.
Check us out on the Googles.
Ask Jeeves.
Bing us, if you would. And I'm gonna start an Instagram for this thing. I don't know what it's gonna be yet because I have not looked to see if Found Sound is available. I don't feel like it will be.
No, but
Why do so many people on Instagram hold up their coffee mug to me?
I can't do that.
It's not great. Found Sound. No idea. All right, well, join us.
There's Found Sound Podcast,
Oh, really?
but 0 followers, 0 following, 1 post, and this was in 2017. How do you?
I'm gonna contact them.
Yeah, be like, yo,
Listen, I need that.
listen, I need that.
All right, guys. Well, thanks for hanging with us.
We're gonna bully people into giving us their Instagram names, so we'll see y'all next week and let y'all know how that goes.
All right, bye.
Bye.
Until I look back and see how deep my valley, how high the hill, and each step nearer to eternity. I know not what my future holds.
This has been a Rogue Media podcast.
Frozen, Frozen, heroes. Gonna tell you about Frozen, Frozen, heroes. Gonna tell you about.
Hey, I'm Zach,
And I'm Mike.
and we have a fantastic new podcast to tell you about. Bros, Foes, and Heroes. It's the two of us looking into the world of comics, breaking down some characters that you may have never heard of, and some that are just absolutely ridiculous.
Yeah, so Zach comes up with a character each time, and I go into it just completely blind. I don't know who this person is or what their abilities are or anything, and basically I guess we kind of go over their origin story and just some of the ridiculous stuff that maybe, especially Golden Age stuff.
Oh, Golden Age stuff is always the best, and we will make sure to highlight all of the shenanigans and just absolute weirdness of everything.
Yeah, that's right. So subscribe today and follow us on Instagram at Bros Foes Heroes.
And if you don't, I know where you live. Not really, but please subscribe.
Frozen, Frozen, heroes. Gonna tell you about Frozen, Frozen, heroes. Gonna tell you about.
Hi, I'm Hank. You might remember me from a show called King of the Hill. Check out a King of the Hill rewatch podcast. These boys ain't rap, but they are funny. Find the podcast anywhere you get your podcasts or at roguemedianetwork.com. I tell you what.